Hey guys. Hey Crispy. Hey Autistic. Hey Dragon. Hey Lori. Hey Deb. How's it going tonight? I keep trying to make these backgrounds for StreamYard here, and every time I do one, it looks awesome. And then when I put the background on, it's like, huh. So I can barely, the spider's covered by my N. There's barely a spider web there. You can sort of see Halloween and the little ghost at the bottom, but it looks a hell of a lot better without my big face in the way. Hey, SD. One of my favorite channels, actually, besides like Nuke's Top Five or I'm trying to think, Ghosts. I used to like Chills. I can't really tolerate his voice. It's really irritating. Everything he says is like a question, and I feel like he does it on purpose. I don't know, but I do watch him, but it's not as much as I used to. I watch Frostmere, I watch Mr. Nightmare, and one of my real actually, I think besides uh Nuke's Top Five, my second favorite would have to be Slapped Ham. So we're gonna watch one of his episodes, and he's featuring vintage Halloween costumes. I haven't seen it yet, but I was going through like pictures online, and he's got something similar. They are terrifying. You can do that if you pay for StreamYard, Deb. Yeah, I pay for StreamYard because I think, what is it, 10 hours a week for free? Yeah, I went way over that. So I pay for it. Oh, you didn't break it. Good. Thanks, Frida. Good to see you. Yeah, I did write you back, autistic. I was telling you to relax, so I would just relax. Don't worry about that blanket, please. I apologize for my shitty videos lately. I thought they're all right until I actually looked at it. It's different on my end than it is on your end, apparently. Not apparently, but that's what I've noticed, and it sucks. I don't know what to do about it. Oh, oh yeah, everything's slow as hell tonight. Hey, Sally. Yeah, you're welcome, Deb. You just have to pay for it. I think it's like, for me, it's expensive. A month, it's like $36, $37. Oh yeah, everything's buffering. Wow. Hey, cool gamer. You moved to. I heard that's good too. It just hurts typing. Okay. Don't even mod tonight. You don't need to. Honestly, relax, enjoy. We're gonna watch some Slapped Ham. I love this guy. Okay, these are vintage Halloween costumes. They're crazy scary. I tell you that. No wonder why kids were, Halloween came. I would have been terrified as a child. I know. I hear you. He is cute, eh? Get Slapped Ham.
From the creepy homemade masks worn by trick-or-treaters of yesteryear to the horrifying Halloween costumes of the 1800s, we take a look at the scariest Halloween costumes of all time. The origins of Halloween are somewhat uncertain. Many people believe that some of the traditions associated with this holiday originated from ancient harvest festivals, in particular the Gaelic festival Samhain, the festival that marked the end of the harvest period and the beginning of winter. While others believe that Halloween began solely
I made the mistake of calling it that to Sam Hang. It's actually pronounced Sawin. It's so strange because it's not even spelled like Sawin at all. It's very, yeah. He had to decide which meds are important. Yeah, I understand. Hey, Mama Three.
As a Christian holiday independent of the ancient pagan festivals. Today, Halloween is celebrated in many countries, especially the US, where big business has cashed in on the commercialization of this popular holiday. However, this hasn't always been the case. Dressing up is long associated with Halloween, and it's believed that it was originally done to ward off evil spirits. When people wanted to dress up for Halloween celebrations, they had to rely on the materials that were available to them at the time. Not only that, but each costume was heavily dependent on the wearer's own crafting skills. As these photos prove, the end result was far more terrifying than any of them probably intended.
Look at those costumes. That's like something out of a nightmare. I don't even know what the hell they're supposed to be. Oh, that's awesome. Well, happy birthday to your great grandmother. Aren't those costumes terrifying? Oh, I don't know what any of them are supposed to be, but that's scary. That's like nightmares. Holy.
Some of the makeshift costumes that people made were so scary they appeared to genuinely frighten those who saw them. The boy in this photo looks absolutely terrified to be posing with the two in the black demon masks. By the
Unibet casino games now in Ontario.
By the mid 1800s, photography was becoming increasingly popular. It was also becoming more affordable. People started taking photos to capture the important moments in their lives. The photographs that they took now allow us to look back in time and see some of the truly creepy Halloween costumes that people once wore. It seems that the older the image is, the more creepy the subject looks. While the costume in this picture is definitely unsettling on its own, the grainy quality and faded edges of the photo lend an extra uncertainty to the scene. The contrast of the black and white makes the figure's costume difficult to make out.
Oh, hell no. Can you imagine seeing that? Oh my god. Wow. Scarecrow's on acid, right? What the hell is that? Hey, Crystal. Like, what is this supposed to be? If I saw that thing walking towards me, I would have thought, wow, okay. Yeah, sure, it's Halloween, but no, that's like a ghost or that's a fucking demon. I'm out of here. I'd be running. Look at that.
With any deal of clarity, except for the two large white eyes. The fact, too, that the photo appears to have been taken on a cold winter's day, with snow on the ground and bare leafless trees lining the empty street, all adds to the photo's mystique. It looks like it could easily be a scene straight out of a horror movie. The poor manufacturing processes of the time and the fact that many of the costumes were handmade makes the masks that the people are wearing in these photos look bent and out.
Oh my god, look at these ones. This one looks like that the plague doctor. This looks like it she might be trying to be a clown. It's Rita.
Out of shape, and some even appear to be melting. These imperfection figures are horrifying. People made their own costumes from whatever they could get their hands on. Masks were often simple moldings with little detail that made the wearer's face look expressionless and cold.
I keep stopping this so you guys can see the costumes. These are little kids. They look like I I don't know. They almost look like terrifying Chinese dolls because their eyes are so like small and kind of slanted, but then the middle one is dark. What the fuck is that? Holy shit. Yeah, I would think, okay, seeing how their eyes are black, if I ever saw those, I'd be like, oh my God, this is the black eyed children. That's what I would think. Hey, Patricia. Isn't it? I love I love looking at it, looking at these. I mean, they terrify me, but they're also interesting. But so the story is the reason why they look so scary is because back then, I guess Halloween for them was to ward off evil spirits. There's a tradition in other countries and states and cities and whatnot that have that same tradition, like the Day of the Dead, which I love. Um, Also, they didn't have much back then, so they just had whatever they have on hand. Yeah, I bet you that's what they used too. Dragon Mama would have been like paper mache. That's what it kind of looks like these are. It's creepy. Now that's a Halloween costume.
Some costumes that may look totally bizarre today were often modeled.
That looks like a KKK member almost. What the? Wow, that's scary. Sorry if it's annoying to keep pausing it. I just want you guys to see the costumes. Like even the little decoration here. What is that? Some crazy ass scary witch chasing. Looks like the godmother or whatever from Peter Pan. Like what? I don't know what to do except for laugh. I think it's because I'm scared.
On popular traditions of the time. This photo shows 5 women dressed as dead bodies in a manner that was once used to photograph the deceased.
Oh my god, Kate, that scared me. I thought they were dead. Are they dead? What the hell is that? Hazmat before yellow. I love the ones from the 1980s. Are these just supposed to be what the hell? Okay, yeah, this is I don't know what to think. I'm just going to shut up and let him talk.
People had to creative. This photo shows just how scary a homemade Halloween costume can actually be. Imagine seeing this thing coming towards you while you're taking an evening stroll. As bikes at the time didn't have reflectors, it may have appeared as if a gigantic mosquito-like creature was actually flying towards you. Because
That was supposed to be a mosquito. Holy shit.
there were no mass-produced Halloween costumes available, it meant that everybody's look was unique. There were no Scream masks or Freddy Krueger gloves, and no scary movies for inspiration or reference. The ideas and concepts of each costume came from the creator's mind and reflected the things that they found scary. Not
Like, what the hell is that? Oh my god. What is that? I don't know what that's supposed to be. I know it's terrifying. Wow.
knowing who or what the person is actually supposed to be enhances the viewer's feelings of uneasiness. Imagine running into these two while out trick-or-treating late one Halloween night. The costume
Screw that. I'd kick them both down and run. Like, what the hell? Hey, the Mousy Files. Can you, what the hell? These are kids. Yeah, I'd be kicking them. I know you're gonna have nightmares, right? This is insane. Like, but it's just so interesting. I find it interesting, but it scares me at the same time. Oh my, like this one here on the left looks like he's ready to knock you out. And this guy is just like, meh, I'm his bodyguard.
costumes not only hide their identities but also their intentions. When this photo was taken, were still known as the lovable clumsy misfits of the circus.
So this is supposed to be all the clumsy misfits from the circus. It looks to me like they're all part of the Leatherface family. Holy crap. Yeah, maybe the Shadow Man? Like they all look like they're wearing skin masks. Like all of them except this guy in the middle, which I think painted his face black. You missed the plastic 80s costumes? Yeah, Dragon Mom was saying that too. You guys want to look at them next? We should.
And weren't thought of as evil or sinister in any way. Today, thanks to Stephen King's It, the sight of a clown is enough to send many people running in fear. It's very likely that the poser of this photo had no idea that dressing as their favourite circus characters would end up creating such a terrifying picture years later. Even the people in this photo probably had innocent intentions, yet today this picture embodies many things that we find scary. The grainy quality of the photo, the old paintings on the wall, even the smiles of the people posing add an extra uneasiness. It wouldn't be surprising to learn that moments after this photo was taken, the woman on the left's head did a full 360-degree rotation. Dolls were also a popular choice.
The NBA is back, and with FanDuel, this season's looking better than ever because this
So a popular choice for Halloween costumes. With those dressed as clowns, people who wore doll costumes were probably not doing it to look intense.
Okay, that's scary as hell. Her face. Oh my god. If there was glowing, that's a Michigan mosquito. I agree, it's Rita. That woman freaks me out. I don't even know what this one is. It looks. I don't see no head. Overalls maybe and an arm, but I don't see a head. I just even the dolls creep me out.
Scary. The concept of a creepy murderous doll only came about after the release of the 1988 horror film Child's Play. The most uneasy thing about this photo is the fact that the woman has a more lifeless face than the doll she's carrying. Dressing up as animals seemed to be popular too, as well as wearing oversized characterization masks of other people.
Whoa. I forgot about the animal ones. Like with their big. So they made these? That's actually pretty cool. But they're terrifying.
Old black and white photos of large groups of oddly dressed people always seem to give off a creepy vibe. Is it that the characters all appear to be staring right at the viewer, or is it the uncomfortable feeling of not knowing who any of the people are hidden beneath the costumes? The fact that there's also a single boy not wearing a mask at all places questions in the viewer's mind. Why is he the only one in the photo without a mask? People may have had plenty of creativity, but often didn't have the ability to make the costume just as they had imagined it. That led to some very warped and rather horrifying creations. This photo shows a couple dressed as animals, possibly badgers.
Those are supposed to be badgers. Wow. They were always scary, Lori? Really? That's creepy.
Ironically, while their masks may not look exactly as they had intended them to, the couple actually look far scarier than if they had intentionally dressed as a ghost or a vampire. As the characters created by Walt Disney gained popularity in the 1920s and 30s, children began to dress as their favourite characters for Halloween. This photo that shows several Disney characters holding hands in front of a flaming car has become rather well known across.
I have no idea what the backstory is on this photo, but that car's literally on fire, and then they're all dressed as their favorite Disney characters. That is scary. I made all my son's costumes one year. He had leg braces from surgery, so he went as Pinocchio. Oh, that would have been so cool. All the kids loved it. Yeah. Another was a green crayon made from felt. I saw that is cool. My mom, I remember when her and my dad split up, like financially, we were struggling, right? So she ended up coming up with these caution. I do not for the life of me remember what mine was, but my sister, she went as grapes. So my mom had all these green like balloons, and she had a black garbage bag and some tape. So she literally put holes in the top for her head, the arms on the side, and made her wear a green shirt. And then she taped all these green balloons on her, and she went as grapes. It's a pretty good idea considering we didn't have a lot. We were really young then. I don't remember what I went as though for some reason.
Across the internet. What makes this image unsettling to the viewer is the way that the grins on the characters' masks tend to suggest that it was them that set fire to the car. While the exact origin of this photo is unclear, it certainly does leave you with an uneasy feeling. The happy, smiling faces of the wholesome Disney characters juxtaposed with the chaos of the flaming car behind them. By the mid 20th century, science fiction movies were becoming popular. As a result, more people began modeling their Halloween costumes off the aliens and otherworldly beings that they saw in these films. The sci-fi movies that were being made at the time were considered to be B-grade films, and the costumes and props that were used weren't first-rate. As Halloween partygoers began to copy these designs, there were some very strange and often terrifying costumes conceived. Iconic figures like ghosts, witches, skeletons, and demons were all popular costume choices.
Those are creepy. If I were to see the one in the back, I would have think I would think that was like a ghost or something. If I were to see that like back in the shadows or something, I'd be like, "Holy frig, I'm gonna die tonight."
With each incorporating the creator's own personal touch and flair. Many of these classic horror characters are still around today. As several stories and tales about these creepy characters were written long ago, it may be possible that unconscious mind associates these older images.
Okay, that one there is probably the scariest one to me. That looks like a friggin' demon child. Holy crap.
More closely with these stories. Recently, some of these old Halloween photographs have become associated with urban legends and creepypastas. This image was supposedly taken in 1962 and shows a black hooded figure post.
Wow. Okay, that one's really scary. This one down here is terrifying. That's terrifying. This one's like, I think I can handle it. Nope. No way. Not to any of them. Wow. That is really scary. Yeah, they probably are really heavy, right? Wow.
Photo. The story goes that the hooded man attended a Halloween costume party where he locked all the doors to the house and killed 7 of the partygoers before fleeing the scene. He was never caught, but the mask was allegedly found in 1969 and is currently in the custody of the FBI. While
Holy shit. So that guy in the hood killed those people. They found the mask. Wow. But it is a creepy pasta, so that doesn't mean it's does that mean it's true? 'Cause I don't think so. I think they're just made up stories. They're terrifying, but I don't think they're true. That would have been an awesome costume, a gypsy.
many people believe the story to be true, its origins are difficult to verify. The story has become popular more recently thanks to its spreading through social media. Whether or not this black and white photo is actually linked to the case is unclear. Looking at the image, however, it's not difficult to believe that the story may be true. The alleged killer looks oddly out of place even in a room of people dressed in costume, and it's certainly not a stretch to assume that this was the last photo taken before he committed his sinister act. The reason that these vintage Halloween costumes appear to be scarier today is most likely a combination of many factors. The grainy, out of focus photography, the bizarre, imperfect masks that hide the people's faces, and the fact that the images themselves show unfamiliar places and people from long ago. While most of the people seen in these photos have already left this world, these images are all that remain as clues about who these people really were.
Holy crap. Those are terrifying. I really like that channel. It's called Slapped Ham. He features ghosts on it all the time. Do you guys want to take a quick look and see what kind of stuff he has? I was gonna go through some of those Canadian ghost stories again. The ones that are written from a personal perspective, like the real people sending that into the website. I think those are really terrifying. They're scary. I'm gonna see what else he's got. Let's pick. I'll see if I could pick one that he hasn't done before, or that I haven't seen before. His merch is even. What the hell is that? That's terrifying. Let's be friends. Heck no. Look at this. Fuck that. Holy shit. No. Oh, that's real sexy. Here's a mug. They're good though. Oh my god. What? Hey, Teresa. Whoa, whoa. Oh. I'll try and find one that's not like so long and one that's scary. Oh shit. The scariest Shadow Man sightings caught on camera. Can we watch that? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Rick? Yeah, of course you would. I'm surprised Deb doesn't want it with that doll saying, "Let's be friends."
The practice you are
Okay,
about
hey,
to
Sean.
learn is never described publicly. The cave of Brahma.
How you doing? I'm Ham. Now today we've got something a little bit special for you. It's some bonus content for the week. It's a massive compilation of some of the scariest video clips going round. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
YouTuber Donnie Drunkard is certainly no stranger to the supernatural. We've featured several of his videos before, and
Okay, this guy's got his own channel. I have seen him before. It's actually pretty freaky. So his channel is Donnie Drunkard. You're turning off the lights, Crystal. You're nuts. I'm a wimp. No, I have to sleep with the light on. I've got a night light in my bathroom. I've got my salt lamp on at night in my bedroom, and then I keep the living room light on. I can't help it because I don't like walking out. Because I have had, yeah, that's his name, Donnie Drunkard. Yes, yeah. But he's got a lot of clips out. Yeah, you should check out that channel. All right, you guys ready? The sun's out still? Oh, ours went a long time. What time is that? 7:30? Yeah, the sun was gone at like 5:45.
in this clip has yet another petrifying encounter with a shadow entity that is said to be haunting his house. The video begins with text explaining that the shadow figure had just charged at the YouTuber in the hallway. He felt a hard slap across his face before retreating to the safety of his bedroom. There he lies on the bed while petting his dog. Even the dog seems uneasy, possibly aware of the otherworldly presence.
Protect Gabby. Yeah. Thank you.
The YouTuber soon sums up the courage to investigate the rest of his house. He opens the door and points the camera into the hallway where you can see a ceiling light swinging around slowly by itself. He walks towards the light, giving viewers a close-up before turning the camera down a set of stairs. Suddenly, there's a loud bang. The video then cuts to footage from a static camera that's been placed in the basement. Check out what he captured. As you can see, an ominous black figure flies out of the darkened passageway, disappearing over the top of the camera. While it's difficult to make out the shape,
Oh my God. That's what happened to me. That black thing, it flew at me when I was on my phone. And I was video recording me talking, trying to talk to these spirits. I have it on my channel. It's under My Haunted House, I think. I think that's what it's the playlist. But I was sitting there and I was talking, and this fucking black thing flew at me, but I didn't even see it until I went back and watched my video. I actually had a sub of mine tell me that. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I go look, I'm like, oh my God. Also, Deb, are you still here? I have a question. I should know this, but if you use headphones, do I have to mute myself? Because I'm so sick and tired of doing that, flipping back and forth. I used to have 2 shadow men that were attached to me for a year. I slept on the couch because they stood in the threshold between the hallway and living room. Oh my God, yeah. There you are. Do you use headphones? And if you do you know if it cuts out the echo so I don't have to mute myself? Just let me know.
in any great detail, if you slow the footage down, it becomes a little clearer. It looks like something wearing a dark sheet or robe. Viewers have suggested that Donnie Drunkard should seek out a priest to bless the house and hopefully force the entity to leave. Others think the situation could be even more serious and that this YouTuber should immediately look for somewhere else to live. Walking alone during nighttime is creepy enough for most people, as we usually associate the evening with the mysterious and scary. For instance, some may fear coming across a sinister individual with evil intentions. On the other hand, others become much more terrified at the thought of coming face to face with a supernatural being. A chilling TikTok video uploaded by Ashmore YT gives us an example of the latter, creeping viewers out. A man walks down a sidewalk at nighttime, flashlight in hand, to illuminate his view. As he passes a wall, a black entity seems to emerge straight from the wall itself. The man stops walking and slowly turns around, his light illuminating the mysterious figure, which sits completely still. The man then walks.
Whoa, like what the heck is that? No, the shadows are not good. The shadow man's not good. No, it echoes. If I don't mute myself and play a video, it echoes. So I'm pretty sure if you use headphones, it won't echo. I gotta find mine. I'll try it. Here, I'll let this play. I'm gonna go find them and see.
Walks near the black mass to give it a closer look. As the man continues to approach the entity, it seems to grow smaller until it slowly vanishes from view. Here's another look in slow motion and zoomed in. As it's nighttime and the black mass appears near a wall, the shape could be explained as being the shadow of a streetlight or other lamp being turned on. However, the fact that the mass only appears after the man has walked by is strange on its own, not to mention the vanishing after he inspects it. Either way, the man should be happy that nothing bad happened to him, and his bravery should be applauded. Battlefields
I guess this life of shame for a gift.
Battlefields have long been a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. After all, where better to catch a ghost on film than at the site of so much death? When Instagram user Tony Bruschi and his two daughters decided to explore an old schoolhouse located at the Prairie Grove Battlefield State Park in Arkansas, they may have managed to capture a glimpse into the world of the supernatural. During their visit, they decided to set up a camera within the crawl space underneath the schoolhouse. Take a look at the footage they captured. A few moments into the clip, two shadowy black shapes pass in front of the camera.
Oh my god, my computer just turned off. It's weird. Can you guys hear me? Shit. Can you guys hear me now? Apparently I can't wear headphones because then you can't hear me. That is weird. Okay. I turned my computer off somehow. Well, I didn't. Something did though. It scared me. I tried the headphones and I can't, if I have the headphones plugged in, you guys can't hear me. What? This won't, now it's saying I can't do this. What is going on? Every time. All right, I'll try this one again. What the hell? It won't let me share. No, they don't. I'll figure that out. I'm not gonna mess around with it because apparently I screwed everything up. Okay, is this gonna work now? Okay, now what the hell's going on? Seriously? Won't let me share anything. I'm gonna go out and come back in. Okay, I'm back. Holy. Try this again. Sorry, guys. No, it won't let me share. I don't know why. Okay, I'll try a different screen. This one? Okay, this doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's not working. Great. I don't know what to do. It's not working. No, but I'd love to, Jackie. I'm going to have to check it out. I'm trying to get this freaking stupid thing to work. Ever since I put those headphones in, I can't do anything now. This isn't fun. It says the browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen to see if this continues. Does anybody know what the hell that means? I have something open. Let's see if that works. Wow. Hey, Crispy. Okay, I'm going to have to try this then. I guess it's not... What? Okay, I already did that. Sorry. I think it's my audio, maybe? Nope. So it won't let me do anything. Why? What did I freaking do? I don't know how to capture a different screen. Does anybody know what the hell they're talking about? Yeah, I don't think this one worked either. It won't let me. That's not fair. That sucks. All right, we'll see if this one works. If not, I don't know. I'll figure out something. Holy fuck. What is wrong with this thing? No, I don't know what to do. Oh. Yeah, I am having issues. Help. You sent the... Okay. Yeah, I do. I don't know. As soon as I put these stupid headphones in, I screwed something up. I don't freaking know what I did. Okay, I've turned something off. That's weird. I don't know, because now my camera won't even work. Yeah, I can't even press my camera on or off. I don't know. Holy frick, I can't do anything. Yeah, I saw that. Wasn't that creepy, Crispy? No, I haven't rebooted it. If I do that, I don't know. Oh, I don't understand this. I've closed everything. End the stream, reboot, and go live again? Yeah, I might have to. I don't understand. I can't do anything. I don't know what's going on. I keep getting kicked out. I'm just going to end this. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. I can't do anything. That sucks. I don't know how to fix it. I can't even turn my camera on. Nothing. Whatever the hell I did, I don't know. I just plugged in this fucking stupid headphone thing. Holy. Can anyone hear me? Probably not, eh? This sucks. It says everything is on. I don't understand it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm in my computer settings. It's just, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't fix this. Okay, I think I may have fixed it. Can anybody hear me? Of course not. There, I think it's working. It's just really slow, of course. I can't win. Jesus. Hurry the fuck up. Sorry. I'm so freaking pissed. This is just being so slow now. For fuck's sake. And nothing showing. What the fuck is that? Oh, I've got so many damn. That's never happened before. I don't know what's going on. I'm definitely having trouble connecting. Oh, apparently it's an unstable internet connection. Of course. I'm going to have to call them again. This is ridiculous. Holy frig. Come on. Oh, yeah, this is great. Suffering. This is bullshit. A lot of it has to do with my internet. Like, I called them. I was on the phone waiting for an hour and a half to get this bullshit done. There's something wrong with my internet because even when I go to watch TV, it sits there and buffers and buffers and buffers. And I've told them that. Oh, I know. I'm just so pissed off. Hurry up already, for fuck's sake. This is insane. Yeah, it's like not working. Ridiculous. But then I can't. Holy shit, this thing is like Not working.
The way the figures seem to.
Holy shit, it works. Wow, that was. I have a feeling it's gonna be super slow. I can't go back and forth like at all. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna try this. Holy.
Glide certainly has some viewers wondering it could actually be ghosts of former soldiers.
The practice you are about to learn is almost never described publicly.
Former soldiers still lingering around the battlefield. Others are not so sure, however. They've suggested that the dark shapes could simply be shadows of people walking nearby, even though the uploader seems to imply that there was no one else in the area except for his daughters. So what do you think these amateur paranormal investigators have managed to capture on camera? Are they really ghosts, or is there another explanation behind this spooky footage? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. This short little clip purports to show a shadow entity of some kind haunting an attic. The video was uploaded to YouTube channel Carl Humberg in 2012. The description claims that a paranormal investigation team was sent to a 120-year-old building in an unknown part of the US to take a look at some strange activity. An infrared camera was outfilmed around the clock. It would appear some kind of shape or figure has been caught moving in front of the camera. On the left-hand side of the screen, a shadow moves in and out of shot. According to the timestamp, this occurred at 3:19 p.m. Unfortunately, the clip is short and it's difficult to see if anything could be causing the shadow. The uploader claims that the video has been analysed by paranormal experts such as Bill Murphy from Fact or Fake and the founders of MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network. It's unclear as to their stance on the video as the uploader never posted their opinions. The general consensus is that it's an interesting video that does show something strange, but it's just too brief and unclear to make any definitive judgment. This next clip was originally posted to the Home for Scary Ghost Videos, the Facebook page Do You Believe in the Unexplained? Host to a vast array of similar videos, this clip in particular is sure to give viewers the creeps. Recording an empty hallway, the majority of the clip plays out with no one in sight. The quiet emptiness of the hallway is exactly why it's so frightening when the smallest of shadows appears to creep around a corner, only to quickly creep away in the direction in which it initially arrived. The small shadow appears to be about the size of a small child moving as a person would. It walks around the corner, then darts back in the opposite direction. The appearance of the small shadow is even more shocking due to just how quickly it appears and then leaves in the midst of the complete stillness of the hallway. With no human attached to the shadow, it appears it could be some kind of supernatural being. But without further evidence, we may never know the truth about this mysterious clip. So we'll throw it out to you, the audience. What do you think that strange shadow is? Let me know in the comment section below.
Well, okay, that little shadow there is pretty creepy. Is it working? Can you guys see anything? I did. I restarted my computer twice. This is the only way it would work is if I restarted it. Yeah. Welcome back, SD. Can you guys hear and see everything, or is it like a mess? Okay. All right, just want to make sure. Yeah, that little shadow figure, that's creepy. Like really creepy.
When these three women had their photo taken out the front of their home, they couldn't have known that
Oh my God, there he is. The shadow man. That's the guy I've been talking about. He looks just like that with a hat and all. That's him. Look at all black shadow with a hat, and there's the hand on the man's shoulder. What the shit? I've seen him, seriously, once when I was a child. I never want to see him again. Oh my God. That's wow. That's exactly what he looks like.
chilling image that would develop. Behind the three ladies, you can see what looks like the shadow of a man wearing a hat. If you look closely, you can see that the shadow figure has placed a hand on the shoulder of the woman on the left. It is said that 3 days after this photo was taken, the woman died in a horrible car accident. The photographer claims that there was certainly no hatted man standing behind the woman when the photograph was taken, and he's simply baffled by the image. Perhaps this strange shadow appeared as a sort of omen, foreshadowing the tragic events that would unfold just 3 days later. The first video on our list of shadow people videos was uploaded by YouTuber HRDE2. This short clip shows a completely still computer screen. Not much to see, right? Actually, it's the reflection in the screen that holds the key to the mystery. In the top right corner of the screen, you can see the reflection of a window somewhere on the other side of the room. If you watch closely, you can see something pass quickly in front of it. It moves so fast that if you blinked, you would probably miss it. However, if you slow the footage down, it becomes clear that the figure in front of the window is indeed human in shape. However, it moves at a speed that seems to be unnatural.
I can swap this life of shame. Swap it out for a dark gift.
Extreme speed is often thought to be a common characteristic of a shadow person. Just one of the reasons why it's said to be difficult to see shadow people in anything other than our visual periphery. To make matters even more eerie, the slow motion replay reveals that the figure's body remains perfectly upright and doesn't change position as it flies across the room, not at all natural if it were human.
Okay, yeah, that one's creepy. Oh, can you imagine? Oh my God. Yeah, it does, right, Ansrita? I don't know that shit. They're all creepy. I just can't get over that freaking shadow man. Like he's real. Wow. Like I experienced this when I was young. I don't know how old I was to be honest, but it was weird because I was staying at my friend's house across the street. Her name was Nicole. She's my best friend. We spent the night, and we always had a light on in the basement when we stayed down there. We would just like kind of make shift our own bed, and we slept by the stairs, and where the stairs were, there was like this wall. So I don't know. I just remember the shadow man standing in the corner of the wall, and this little boy shadow kept running back to this from the stairs to him, and from him to the stairs, and so forth and so on. And we sat there and watched it, which seemed like forever. And we kept hiding in their blankets, closing our eyes. I don't even know why we were awake because it was really late. Like I remember sleeping and waking up, and we were both watching it. It was really, it was the most bizarrest, scariest thing ever. I don't know how to explain it, but we both saw it. It was the shadow man standing there in the corner, like he was telling this. I don't know. I assumed it was a boy. I think it was a boy shadow. They didn't have long hair. It was like playing a game with it, like some sick, twisted game, like running back and forth from the shadow man in the corner, and then like on that whole wall, right to where the stairs are. So the right side in the corner was the shadow man, and the other side was the stairs leading up to go upstairs from the basement. And the little boy would run from the stairs to the shadow man, from the shadow man to the stairs. Is uh, your son saw him when he was younger too? It was the most bizarrest thing ever. And I thought, okay, well, what? Maybe it's from outside. There was a window, but this was like really late. I'm thinking like 3 in the morning. Really, like, we were already sleeping. We woke up to it. It's very strange. Very strange.
According to the uploader, there are walls on either side of the window, which suggests that it would be impossible for someone to run past from the outside. Furthermore, they were supposedly alone in the room, so no one could have passed by on the inside either. They believe that the mysterious entity in this footage is evidence of the existence of shadow people. Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky is one of the most notorious asylums in America. Built in 1910, the hospital was used to house patients suffering from tuberculosis during what was considered an outbreak of the White Plague. At the time, there was no known cure for the disease, which was mostly treated with plenty of fresh air and sunshine. However, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium was also tasked with finding more effective measures to fight the infectious disease. Controversial methods were tested, with some patients having their ribs removed and their lungs inflated with makeshift balloons. It's thought that many thousands of patients died at the sanatorium. The death toll grew so high that the facility was forced to build an underground tunnel, affectionately known as the Death Chute, that would be used to ferry hundreds of diseased corpses to a nearby railway station. Some estimate that as many as 64,000 patients died at Waverly Hills over the years. Visitors today often report the echo calls of children singing down the long abandoned hallways. Cold spots are often experienced, and an ominous feeling of being watched is
That's really sad. Look at all the orbs. Oh my God. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I lost count. That hat man is creepy. The shadow man. Yeah. I've had sleep paralysis for a few times, thinking I was awake and looking at the floor of my bedroom with a demon sitting on me. That's always the same story with everybody. Everybody says that to me. Every time that you experience that sleep paralysis, it's like there's always something sitting on your chest and you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't speak, you can't do anything. And the room looked nothing like it did when I was paralyzed. Very creepy and spooky. It made me actually say a prayer, and I'm an atheist. Holy shit. Yeah, no doubt.
ever present. This photo was taken by an intrepid explorer who decided to visit the hospital alone. He said that nothing particularly unusual took place while he walked around the facility.
Whoa, to me, that looks like a woman, an older, like in a different era, and it looks like she's wearing like a collared coat, possibly. Her hair's up in a bun with that little hat. Do you see that? Maybe visiting a loved one. I'm not sure if that's a nurse. It's almost like Lizzie Borden era clothing. Always a hideous sense of presence and evil thing in the room. Yeah, the Hat Man is the worst one. Yeah, Deb, it is. That's what some people say. It's always the same story. What do you call those things? Oh, Jesus, of course I can't remember. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, like she has a bun, and perhaps I don't know, or like that's a little hat on top too of the bun. I don't know.
Viewed his photos later that night, he noticed something very strange. In one image, a black entity can be seen obscuring the lens of the camera. It lacks definition and is devoid of any light whatsoever. It looks like it has a head and body and is perhaps moving away from the camera. The man is certain that no one else was around as he was exploring the old hospital alone.
Feel the thrill of OLG.ca's online casino.
This next eerie photo was uploaded to our Facebook community page by Jocelyn DeVault. Jocelyn writes, "This picture is about 10 years old. The cousin of my daughter's friend was babysitting this young girl and was taking photos of her dancing to a Disney movie. This very creepy dark figure showed up behind her in one of the photos.
This is 100% authentic and very upsetting to all involved. In the picture, you can indeed see a shadowy figure standing behind.
I don't need to laugh. Somebody in the comment section of this video says that looks like Michael Myers. He's not wrong. It's like the hair and the shape and everything. That's that part's funny, but this behind this little girl, that's not funny. That's solid one. Holy crap. I had sleep paralysis, but it was fear-based. No one sat on the bed or me, but it was more like I think I was going to astral travel. I just never. Oh, wow. Yeah, yes, SD, exactly like that. Like, yeah. Morning dress, yep. I think a lot of time we see things, we need to get us through something. When there are pics, I get creeped out. I know I've astral traveled since. It's a goal of mine to not be so scared as a paranormal. It's a good goal, but I know I'm always going to be. But that shadow does look like Michael Myers. Scientifically, it's meant to be some weird waking dream state. Asleep but conscious, as we are paralyzed when sleeping, so we don't act out. But why the same feeling of evil presence? That's the one thing that bothers me too. I would love to know that. Answer that.
The young girl. It's dense and amorphous and seems to be devoid of light altogether. In a follow-up comment, Jocelyn notes that she expects doubters and that it's good to be skeptical, and agrees that the photo is almost hard to believe, but maintains that the image is 100% real. Most of our viewers who saw the image posted agreed that the figure was frightening. A lot of people were genuinely concerned for her family's safety and recommend calling a priest. All these years later, the family and everyone involved still can't explain the ominous figure in the photo and say it's still incredibly unnerving to see.
There's very little information available about this video. In many ways, it makes the footage even more mysterious. However, it could suggest that it might be the work of a clever editor. The clip appears to have been captured in a snowy backyard or possibly even a cemetery. It shows a dark figure running through the snow, and it's not long before you realize that it doesn't appear to be a normal person at all. Its body looks like a shadow, and its eyes glow in the darkness of the night. The camera follows the shadow person as it makes its way through the snow-covered grass. It almost seems as if it's attempting to sneak through the yard without being seen or heard. The truly unusual thing about this shadow person is that it clearly appears to have feet, yet it doesn't seem to leave any footprints in the snow. Those who suggest this video might simply show a human or even an animal will likely change their minds at the end of the clip. After creeping across the yard for a few seconds, the entity vanishes without a trace, disappearing back into the shadows that it came from. The owner
Okay, that's creepy. That reminded me of something that happened to myself. This was a couple years ago, and well, in Canada, we experience a lot of snow. um, my backyard's fairly big, and it's all fenced in. Okay, somebody, a man with, I'm assuming, work boots on, actually made an X in my backyard. I don't know how they did it, but they did it with just footprints, and they did it from one corner of the fence to the other, and then the other corner of the fence to the other, a perfect X, and there was no other footprints around. How the fuck do you do that? I think it was like I was marked, or like it was a message. I don't know from who or what it was about, but it scared the shit out of me. I don't know why it is. I always get these stupid fucking scary things happen to me all the time. Like people knocking on my door, people trying to get in, people breaking in. And then this asshole who decides to make this X in my backyard. Everyone around here knows I'm a single woman living alone with my son. Everybody knows that. So why I get picked on, I don't know. It's not even being picked on. It's just like, don't do that to, like, I'm not saying like I'm weak and I need a man around here. It'd be fucking nice though when this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? I've resulted to the point where I'm putting tinfoil on my door handles just in case anybody tries to come in and they'll hear that. I'm leaving all my lights on outside, and I have a light in every room just so that no one will break in again, and people won't leave those stupid. I still don't understand how they left those footprints. My backyard light was on. Like, they got some balls, and I don't know how they did it. It was one huge X in my backyard. No footsteps leading up to it. I don't understand that. It still scares me. I don't know who did it.
Of this home kept telling her kids that she was seeing a strange shadow person out the corner of her eyes. She said she always felt uncomfortable in certain rooms and thought she was being watched by some unseen force. Her kids would often laugh it off, telling her that she's going mad. That was until this creepy photo was taken on Thanksgiving Day some years ago. Prior to lunch being served, the daughter was taking photos of her boyfriend sitting at the table. This is what she captured. It shows a very tall, dark entity dominating the hallway. The edges of the figure look smoky and translucent, while the center appears to be devoid of all light. When the mother saw the photograph, she almost cried. She said that's the exact spirit she keeps seeing out the corner of her eye. What do you think this is? Is this house haunted by some unseen force or shadow spirit that's making itself known to this poor family?
It's not known exactly where this next eerie piece of footage was captured, but it's believed to be somewhere in India. The snippet was shared to Twitter by Sitio Paranormal. The clip is taken from a security feed at a train station. We can see a few people walking by when suddenly something freaky happens. Watch. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears and starts following a man and a young boy. It looks like the dark presence enters the man just as he pauses eerily right on the train track. Thankfully, he moves on.
Oh my God, that is scary. Oh my God, did you see that? That is crazy. I still haven't got my camera yet either, speaking of these videos and being scared. So I ordered it, and then I get a message like 2 weeks later, and they're like, oh, well, the owner of this product, you've been refunded. I don't know why. I was like, seriously? So now I got to pick another one from a different person to get. But I need it because there's too much stuff going on around here. I was gonna say something else too. Oh, and then earlier today, so I'm sitting here and I'm watching, making a video. It was another KJ one for tomorrow, but I was making it, and then I thought it was my cat because I have two stools that I have one that I sit on, and I put one beside me because my cat Claire always has to come up. She has to always like be touched and pet or whatever. So I just leave a stool for her. Well, I was sitting there, and then I felt something go across my lower back, like they rubbed me or something, like they were trying to get my attention. So I went and talked to her. I said, oh, what do you want? Here's your chair. And I turn around and she's not there. I went, oh my God, what the frig? Why are they touching me now? Like, it's freaking me out. Thank you, Autistic Shell. It was. That's twice now. When I had Lori on, we heard the little girl say that it sounded like, help me. And then whatever the hell that was yesterday, it was like a demon came through. I know I do need that camera. I'm getting it. I just need to pick one. Jackie, yeah. Definitely am. I want to see your costumes, so I gotta watch your video later.
And the pair leave the area unscathed, but still, we're left wondering what that strange shadow might be. All sorts of theories have been thrown out there. Everything from ghosts, demons, and astral planers have been suggested. There were also some more down-to-earth explanations, like a bug on the lens or even a malfunctioning camera. So which of these theories do you think is the most likely? Let us know in the comments down below.
The practice you are about to learn is almost never described publicly.
This is allegedly a photo of a shadow figure that haunts the shores of Pawleys Island, South Carolina. For decades, residents have reported sightings of a strange shadowy man that appears on the beach right before severe storms and natural disasters. They say he comes as a premonition for the local people, warning them of impending danger. Legends say that the grey man is the ghost of a young traveller who tragically died many years ago. They say he was on his way to see his fiancée when he got caught in quicksand in the marshland that once surrounded Pawleys Island. Now his shadow is left behind, forced to eternally wander in search of his lost love. Couple Jim and Clara Moore claim they saw the grey man on the beach the day before Hurricane Hugo battered the region in 1989. They said they saw a strange legless man down on the beach. When they called out to him, the figure vanished from sight. The following day, the Category 5 storm hit shore, causing more than $7 billion worth of damage. When the Moores were allowed to return home, they found their house completely intact. However, the neighbours on all sides had their homes obliterated by the raging storm. The Moores swear that the grey man appeared as an omen, warning them of the catastrophe that was yet to take place. They feel they were blessed by the spirit who spared them from the storm.
I actually watched an episode of Unsolved Mysteries, and that was the story. The gray man, he warns you before a really bad storm's going to happen. And if he warns you and you see that, your house will be saved. I saw that on Unsolved Mysteries, but I never, ever seen a photo of him. Wow, that ever cool. Also, I wanted to point out before I forget, I keep getting the commercial about Gaia. You can subscribe to them on YouTube, and it's all about aliens, ancient aliens, the language, the everything. It's amazing. Amazing. I watch their episodes all the time. It just blows your mind. Yeah, like the Mothman lets you know that something's coming. Exactly. So it's called Gaia. Gaia.
According to YouTuber Whatever Entertainment, his family had been hearing some scary sounds coming from the basement of their Pennsylvania home for several weeks before he managed to capture this chilling footage. At first, he thought they were just hearing their cats going up and down the basement stairs, but soon realized that the pets were not to blame. The video begins as the brave YouTuber starts listening for the sounds that were the initial cause of his suspicions.
So anyways, I'm just going to sound like someone walking up down the steps.
When he begins to hear footsteps and banging sounds, he heads for the basement stairs, hoping to at least capture the sounds on tape as proof of the bizarre happenings. However, what he does capture is much more than he bargained for. He flicks on the light and heads down the stairs, calling out to any noisy entities that might be occupying his basement. After taking a few steps down, he's shocked to see a dark, shadowy head peer around the corner of the stairway.
Oh my God, screw that. Screw that. That's weird. So when I was telling you about the Shadow Man, so exactly how this layout is, the Shadow Man for me when I was a child, it was right here standing in the corner, and the little boy was standing right here, adjacent to the same wall, the same railing, the same stairs, everything. So he was standing right here, and the Shadow Man was right there, and the Shadow Man would tell him to come to him. So the little Shadow Boy would go from here, and then to here, and then to here, and then over here. So from the Shadow Man to the stairs, and we were laying on the other side of this wall with our heads up this way. So we saw everything. Yeah. So he stood right there, and the little boy went from here to there, from here to that's weird that it's the same layout. Holy shit. But that, oh my God.
Well, it's only visible for a moment before disappearing back into the basement. After a moment of shock, he runs down the rest of the stairs to chase the shadow person, but it's once again disappeared into the darkness.
There's nothing down here. There's nothing down here.
This is some very creepy footage uploaded to a channel on YouTube called Faceless Nights. In it, we see a gamer setting up his Xbox Connect stream. He browses a few options, changes a few vision modes, but when he changes to night vision mode, he captures something truly terrifying. On the right of screen, you can clearly see a shadow person lurking in the rear of the room. The figure almost looks like it's wearing a black robe. It has long, slender fingers and a strange floating quality to it. The entity darts off screen as soon as it notices it's visible on camera. The guy filming looks very startled as he double-checks the room for anything resembling the strange black spectre. When the video went live, it quickly got spread around social media, racking up nearly 2 million views. Skeptics thought that there were jump cuts edited into the clip, but as Faceless Knights explains in another video, the Kinect changes aspect ratio every time a new vision mode is used, so it looks as though things move on the desk or the person changes position. Faceless Knights doesn't have an explanation for what he captured, but he fervently denies that he tampered with the footage in any way. With this encounter in mind, how creepy is the tagline, "What else does Kinect see?" When paranormal investigators proving demons and phantoms paranormal elemental encounters teamed up to explore an abandoned rundown hotel, capturing shadow people videos probably wasn't even on their radar. As professional paranormal investigators, they're well aware of how difficult it is to capture shadow people on film. These entities are known for moving very quickly, which is why many people who see them tend to question their own senses. However, the investigators hit the jackpot when one of the cameras they had rolling captured this shadowy figure. The team member who captured the footage didn't even realize he had recorded the shadow person until he reviewed the footage sometime later. He was getting shots of one of the hotel's hallways when the shadow creature made its appearance. As the camera pans down the hallway, the shadow person speeds away from the film crew, barely staying within the frame of the camera. We see one last shot of it before it disappears inside one of the rooms on the right side of the hallway. One of the most intriguing things about this shadow person is the way a dark mist seems to trail behind it as it moves.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't see anything. Oh, no. Deb, no. That wouldn't work for me. I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? I mean, he's pointing with his little arrow, but I don't see shit.
This is often thought to be one of the key characteristics of these types of entities, indicating that they're not a corporeal body, but a creature of mist and shadow.
Level up your excitement. OG.ca. Online sports betting with pro.
The Queen Mary is reported to be one of the most haunted ships in America. Guests and tourists often claim they see and hear things they can't quite explain. The ship even runs its own ghost tours on board, showing paranormal enthusiasts.
I think that I've always wanted to visit the Queen Mary. It's been on. I think I've watched every episode. Yeah, I know I have of Unsolved Mysteries, Aliens, and Ghosts. I've watched every single one. This was featured on it, and you can actually hear a little kid laughing, and then you can see like the wet footprints from the child that was in the pool got out, and you can hear her laughing and trotting along. It was like, yeah, it was creepy. I think everyone knows about Queen Mary.
Parts of the vessel that are normally off limits to regular visitors. Legends say that one of the staterooms of the ship is haunted by a man who was allegedly murdered there, while staff and crew have given first-person accounts of a little girl who stalks the long hallways of the ship. They say the girl tragically drowned in the A-class passenger swimming pool back when the ship served as a luxury liner. This photo was taken on board the Queen Mary sometime in 2008. It shows a robust, shadowy figure that resembles the infamous Hat Man that we just talked about. Again, the center of the entity.
Holy shit, there he is again. I wonder if the couple that or whoever took this, if anything bad happened to them. I don't know. Damn, that guy's so scary.
He is devoid of light and the edges are like vapor. Many consider this photo one of the best pieces of evidence that the Queen Mary is indeed haunted. YouTuber Average American 2019 was surely not expecting to record any shadow people when he captured this creepy footage. The video begins as two friends are seen descending several flights of stairs in what appears to be an old apartment building. The audio is difficult to make out at times. However, it sounds like one is talking to the other about the strange things he's seen in the building. Then, as he and his friend head down another flight of stairs, you can clearly see the shadowy head of a human figure passing by, moving up the stairs as they continue walking down. Neither of the men seemed to notice as they continued on by. It was only upon later review of the footage.
That's how the Shadow Man was for me. It was like he was on the wall, and the little boy too. It was so strange, creepy and strange.
That the shadow person made its presence known. The sighting of the mysterious figure here is quite unusual too, as the stairwell is brightly lit, but its appearance is unmistakable. This photo was taken in Alcatraz, a former prison complex often cited to be one of the most haunted locations in the US. Visitors to Alcatraz often report strange phenomena while touring the site. They feel cold spots, hear whispers in empty rooms, and often experience inexplicable feelings of despair or rage. People claim to see shadows moving and cell doors opening on their own. When photographer Glenn Shelton took this strange photo, he believed it to be definitive proof that the prison complex is haunted by otherworldly beings. While the photo doesn't depict a shadow person as such, it has captured a long black shroud of some kind. It has many of the properties that witnesses report when seeing shadow people. If you look, the object doesn't seem to react to lighting in the same way other parts of the building do, and it has a sort of misty or smoky quality to it. Could this be the spirit of a former inmate who is now forced to eternally linger in limbo among the dark halls of Alcatraz?
One of our viewers
I don't know about that one. Like the prison, Alcatraz scares me as it is because that place is terrifying. I would imagine. Never been there, but can you imagine that long stripy thing? I don't know what to make of that, but that's not scary to me. Alcatraz is scary to me.
Marcel VDW shared an unsettling video to our Slaptam Facebook group. Marcel says he's from South Africa, and every so often the local residents have something called load shedding. Periodically, the power is cut off for 2 or more hours to ease the load of national power usage. During these load shedding periods, Marcel uses his camera app and hits record, which automatically turns on the camera's flash so he can see and navigate around his house. The result is that Marcel has a lot of pointless videos of himself walking around the house in the dark. However, in one of these clips, it seems something rather unsettling was inadvertently captured. Take a look. The load shedding video shows Marcel getting a drink in the kitchen. However, watch closely as he walks down the hallway. See if you can spot anything strange. It is hard to see at first, but at the end of the darkened hallway, you can just make out a figure as it slips around the corner.
Those ones are scary too. The ones with the dark long hair. Ooh.
If we brighten the image, you can see that it's actually a shirtless man. So there's 3 possible explanations here. The first is that this video is all a hoax and that we're just seeing a roommate or friend. The other 2 options, however, are a little more creepy. The second is that we're seeing an intruder lurking in the dark. This option's pretty chilling considering Marcel claims that he didn't know anyone was there. So it's possible a prowler was lurking in the dark the whole time. This is conceivable given the scheduled power outages. Perhaps some burglars plan their break-ins during these times. The last option is that this is a full-bodied apparition caught on camera. Perhaps Marcel's apartment is haunted by some kind of presence. So, I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Which of these 3 options you think this mostly is? Love to hear your opinions in the comments below. This eerie photo was sent to us by Josh Nemo for Null.
That looked like it possibly could have been an intruder. I thought it was from far away. It looked like it was a girl with long black hair, but no, it's not. It was actually a man, and it looked real. That's scary. Probably was an intruder.
Josh says that about 6 years ago, he and his friends were staying at this hotel in the Detroit metro area when another friend was coming to visit. The visiting friend snapped this photo to let the group know he was just out the front. The group didn't think too much of it. It wasn't until they had a closer look at the snap. In the image, you can make out a strange dark figure. Whatever it is, it seems to have a large torso and short, bendy legs. It even looks like it might be wearing a hat.
I don't know what that is. That thing is like so solid. Look at it. It's, yeah. But it's got the hat. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
But the whole figure appears to be devoid of light altogether. The eerie thing is, there was no one standing out the front of the hotel when this photo was taken. Make things even creepier, there's been numerous deaths reported on the property. There's been several overdoses and even a murder that took place in the hotel. So what's to be made of this eerie dark figure? Could it really be a lingering spirit that's tethered to the site where they lost their life? Take a closer look and judge for yourself. This next series of photos were sent to us by one of our viewers, Yolanda Dominguez Beatty. In the first photo, Yolanda was home alone watching some TV when she took a casual snap of her new shoes. When she looked at the photo, she couldn't quite believe what she was seeing. In the reflection of the TV, you can see a shadowy figure. Again, Yolanda was home alone and has no idea what the figure is. There was nothing there that could have cast a silhouette. Could a shadow figure lurking in Yolanda's home? In a photo shed, we can see Yolanda and some of her friends at a bowling alley. Strangely, in the background, we can see the transparent head of an older male. The group is adamant that there was no one behind them at the time the photo was taken, otherwise they wouldn't have taken the snap in the first place. It is possible this second one could be some kind of malfunction.
I'm not sure where they see the older man or whatever. It looks to me like a skull. Like there's the eye sockets, the nose, and there's the mouth, and there's the chin. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But I don't see an old man, I just see a skull.
Function with the cameras, there's a little bit of motion blur evident throughout the photo. Yolanda showed the picture to the bowling alley manager. They were freaked out and struggled to explain the strange transparent head. So does Yolanda have a knack for capturing evidence of the paranormal, or are the photos just a coincidence? Let me know where you sit on this in the comments down below. This photo was posted to a ghost investigation forum with a chilling story attached. Late one night, Michelle was up cleaning her fish tank when she noticed someone standing in the other room. At first, she thought it was her husband and simply dismissed it, saying, "What's the matter, dear? Can't sleep?" When she turned and looked at the person standing in the next room, she went completely cold and nearly fainted. Standing in the room was the clear outline of her ex-husband, who had died of cancer several years earlier. Michelle panicked and closed her eyes. When she opened them again, the spirit had gone. In a fit of panic, she ran upstairs and told her husband what had happened, but he assured her that it was nothing to worry about. Several weeks later, Michelle's in-laws were visiting, so she decided to take some photos. When she reviewed the photos later that night, she went numb at what she saw. In the photo, behind her mother-in-law was a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of the room. It was exactly like the figure she saw just weeks earlier. Did Michelle capture the shadow form of her ex-husband? Love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. There's not a lot of solid information about these two photos. They often appear in ghost investigation forums, but no one seems to know their origins. The two photos, presumably taken one after the other, show.
You seen an old man? I don't know. I just saw. I don't. That's all I seen was it looked like a skull to me. I have to go back and check that out. This here looks like almost like that ectoplasma or whatever the hell that stuff's called. It's creepy though.
A smoky black entity hovering in the middle of the room. The first photo looks like it has thin, outstretched arms as though it's about to grab at someone. Plumes of a strange, translucent aura seem to waft up towards the roof. The second image looks as though it's caught the moment the shadow is disappearing, almost as though it's been blown by the wind and is vaporizing into nothing. Could these photos be some kind of glitch, or have they captured something far more sinister?
Our last clip of the day seems to show something genuinely terrifying. It was sent to the paranormal Facebook page El Mundo DKBZA. This family was out camping when a series of photos were taken to remember the occasion. Everything seemed perfectly normal, and the photos didn't show anything strange either, or so they thought. iPhones have a live photo feature that captures a few seconds of footage after a photo is taken. You can then press on a photo and it'll play out a few seconds of movement. It would appear this live photo has captured something chilling. Take a look. Just next to the boy on the left, you can make out a grey, transparent figure crawling on all fours.
Okay, I screamed at that because it did like, yeah, ectoplasm. I'm wondering if it was that. That made me scream. I jumped. It's like, what do you call that thing? A rake. That scared me. I pulled it down. I was like, ah!
Whatever it is, it seems to scurry out of view. So far, no one's been able to explain this eerie sighting. Is it a ghost, a cryptid, or something else entirely? Take another look and decide for yourself.
This is some strange footage that was captured live on The Larry King Show. Live on air, CNN is doing a tour of Michael Jackson's home in Neverland shortly after he passed away.
Yeah, that got me too. Did you guys ever see the ghost of Michael Jackson? I remember seeing it firsthand. I was watching. I was like, I was looking more at the door and wondering why there was all these locks, and then all of a sudden you see him walk by. It's so cool.
As the camera crew walk around the house, a shadow figure can be seen passing quickly down the end of the hallway. It looks to be a lurching, transparent presence, as though it's the shadow of someone walking by. This footage has been seen by millions of people, and some say it's the ghost of Michael himself. Skeptics claim it's nothing more than a shadow of one of the film crew or staff that can't be seen on that angle. Others say that it's impossible for a person to cast that quick-moving shadow without being seen. Whatever the case may be, it makes for some very compelling footage, one that has captured the attention of millions of people.
SEK Paranormal is an up-and-coming ghost investigation channel on YouTube. Based in Sweden, they travel around the country looking for evidence of the afterlife. In this episode, Emil, the lead investigator, explores an old train station where allegedly several people have died. He begins by setting up his equipment in the dark industrial lot.
So, what I will do now, I will try an EVP session, and I will just go to start Ghost Tube here.
While setting up for an EVP session, Emil hears some eerie sounds.
Holy crap, that's what I use is Ghost Tube. Yeah, and the one I have is got the what do you call it? The ghost box on it. Yeah, I did finally see that. But I'm gonna look at the one that you sent me because took me forever to get to that part. But if you, yeah, I want to see that too again. But I did see like photos of it. That was sad, and I totally believe it. Absolutely.
Right besides this. Right besides this wall, I heard it. something...
Dislike.
Again, dislike. Vad är... Pamela, again. Vad är det du inte tycker om? Kan du berätta för mig vad det är du inte vill eller tycker om nu?
Then the communication device he's using keeps repeating the same name.
Är du här med mig nu?
Dislike. Pamela.
Dislike Pamela.
Dislike. Pamela.
What is happening? Vad är det du inte tycker om?
Pamela.
As if this isn't eerie enough, things begin to ratchet up a notch when more noises are heard.
You're here now.
Pamela.
Kids thrive, so Lysol's Here for Healthy Schools program is donating Lysol products and healthy habits resources to Canadian schools to help kids hear, and hear.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. You heard that? Oh my God.
That app he's using is really scary. It's called GhostTube. I have the GhostTube one, and then I have the other one where it's like a spirit box, and it switches through all the radio frequencies and stuff. And when I did one, it was just like, holy shit, because I can hear breathing. And it wasn't through the ghost box. It was actually in my house. So I was like, oh, great, lovely. Someone's right beside me, or something is right beside me breathing. I keep forgetting to upload that.
I have chills all over my body. A plank here just moved.
Later in the investigation, Emil suspects that a person may be lurking nearby, eyeing his camera and other equipment.
Wait. Hello? Hey, Hanogun. What the hell?
Now it's quite clear that there isn't anyone nearby, despite the unnerving sounds.
I 1000% thought that there was coming a person walking right up to me here. Okay, that was creepy. I thought that I was going to be attacked, that maybe some psycho had seen my cameras and stuff, so...
But watch what Emil's static camera has managed to pick up. A grey face looks around the corner of the wall.
Those peekaboo ghosts too can piss off. They're scary. Ugh. Peeking around corners and stuff.
Here it is again, brightened up and slowed down. Around the corner of that wall is just a dead end with nowhere for anyone to hide. Emil says this could be one of the greatest sightings he's ever managed to capture on camera in all his years of investigating the supernatural. He's certain that no one else was nearby. He thinks this could indeed be a ghost caught on camera.
I directly got, to defense mode, like, what the fuck? Like, but then I came here, and as always, there is not a single person.
A TikTok account called Our Haunted House has gained quite a following on the popular social media platform due to their extremely chilling videos. Their content is centered around their house, which is allegedly haunted, as evidenced by the many clips they've published. In this first short video, we watch what appears to be a security camera of the front door. All seems normal until the door suddenly opens. While this event in and of itself could be explained by a sudden gust of wind or the door wasn't actually closed properly to begin with, what happens next will likely send chills down your spine. As a man approaches the door, it appears to close all by itself.
Did somebody open the door? Did somebody open the door?
Naturally, ever since this video was published, viewers have been divided. Some have called for the homeowner to protect the property with salt and sage, while others think the door's unusual movement might simply have been the result of string or fishing wire. However, in a subsequent post, the TikToker released this video, which might prove that something paranormal really is at play here. Take a look.
Holy shit, there's somebody out there.
Watching that again, when he peers through the window, there appears to be a dark, menacing figure in the shadows.
Sorry, I was trying to pause it on the figure, but holy shit, what was that? Oh my god. That's creepy.
However, when the man opens the door, the figure is gone. He searches the surrounding area, but finds nothing. It's like the figure simply vanished. In a later video uploaded to the channel, it seems that whatever was standing at the door might now be inside the home. As the footage begins, we see the man setting up a camera in an effort to catch the entity on film. Take a look at what he eventually captured. The door in the background slowly opens. Then suddenly a pair of intense glowing eyes appear. They soon vanish from sight, but the creepiness continues when a dark shape seems to rise from behind the couch. A few seconds later, the door slams shut. In this clip, the TikToker claims to have captured the voice of the mysterious entity that's been plaguing them. Take a listen.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna sleep tonight after that. Holy shit. Can we see Quentin Simon's house? I don't even know which video it is or to see where I don't know which video it is. I only seen that LB had the video up, but I don't know the timestamp or anything. Unless whatever Jackie sent me. You said you sent me something, wasn't it? Yeah, I think. Like if it's the actual, like a still of it or whatever, I can show you, but I don't know how to. Yeah. Because I keep looking for it and I have a hard time.
So is this house really haunted? With so much video evidence, one certainly has to wonder. Head over to our haunted house on TikTok and judge for yourself. As always, I'll leave links to the channel in the description box below.
When YouTuber K-Shizzle27
Feel the thrill of OLG.ca's online casino.
YouTuber K-Shizzle27 decided to take a cute video of his dogs, he might have inadvertently managed to capture a shadow person on camera. The video begins as he's recording the dogs playing on his bed.
That's my sock. I got my sock.
He then puts the camera down for a few minutes as he takes them outside. Shortly after leaving the room, the camera captures something very chilling indeed. A strange shadow passes across the room. It moves quickly and is very light in color, making it difficult to get a...
Okay, I think I found it. Hey, Brenda, pause. I think I found the ghost one. It's a 2-minute and 41-second clip, so I'm gonna play that.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Eve. Now, normally I do not post videos like this because, I'm not there. I'm not sure if this is a ghost or not, but it's very convincing. So I wanted to get your opinion on what we found on Bullhorn Betty's live most recently at the house of Leilani and Billy Joe. Quentin Simon is still missing, presumed murdered, and we need justice for him. And it makes me wonder, with all of this activity going on over in Savannah, Georgia at the house, it makes me wonder, is this activity triggering maybe some spooky dooky stuff? Let me know what you guys think in the comment. I'm going to play the video of what we found. It looks like a little child running, and it looks like it's about a 2-year-old. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now you will see Dolly walking past the house, and yes, his light is reflecting off of the do not cross tape, but watch. Let's watch that again, but slower, because you're going to see how it runs. Is Dolly just at the right place at the right time? Or did he, in fact, catch a spirit or the spirit of Quentin Simon? Either way, we need to get justice for that little boy. Leilani, BJ, grow up, tell the truth. That just broke my heart. Oh my God. Wow. What do you guys think? I believe it. I heard people saying this, and honestly, I'm really hoping this isn't true, but a lot of people think that Leonie is going to get away with this, like Casey Anthony. I hope not, because wow. That boy deserves justice. Yeah, I think it's him, autistic. I really do. Wow, that's the first time I've seen it. I've seen it like up close and personal. I've only been seeing like little images, and I haven't really looked into it because I didn't want to. I mean, I was curious because it was like ghost, but then I was like, I don't know. Because you know what, another heartbreaking case was oh my God. I can't even think of the name. There is no body. It could be difficult. Yeah. But like the Chris Watts case, there's videos from the police officers, their cams, their body cams that they have, and you can actually see their spirits of the girls and you can hear them. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking. You guys ever seen it? I think we, the people, are not going to have it again. We can't. I'm going there Wednesday. Oh, that's awesome, Jackie. Hope you record things and guarantee you'll get something done. Good. That's amazing. Thank you for doing that. No, we can't let that. Exactly. We as the people, I don't care if I'm Canadian or in the US or I'm in fucking Africa. Something needs to be done. That can never happen again. She should be in prison. Casey should be. And so should this mother. You want to see it? Okay.
It's sad. Really sad. There's also another, remind me, I wanted to show you guys, oh, what's her name? I'm sorry, I cannot think. I'll have to think about it. This child is Quentin Simons and his mother, Lalani. Yeah. She's like another Casey Anthony, people are saying, and think that she's going to get away with this. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Come on. I probably have it. Okay, this was 2 years ago. But there was also video footage of the police recordings. I don't know. Yeah, this is it. But it doesn't say anything about a ghost. Which is weird. Okay, I'll just play it. Hopefully it's in here. If not, I'll find it. That's not it. I'm doing some research about how someone could raise 2 killers. That's not normal at all. Generations of violence is absolutely heartbreaking. I totally agree, Jackie. Okay, that's not it at all. I thought I had it saved. But it is the body cam footage. I think this might be it. I'm just going to mute it for a minute. Because then now you see one of the girls at the top of the stairs. And then when the police officers are, like the women specifically, there's 2 women that go into the closet that is the girls, and you can hear her say stuff. It's like, yeah, I've already seen this. This fucking son of a bitch pisses me off. I'm going to have to find it. This ain't it either. Okay. There it is. There it is, finally. Okay. Okay, I found it. I just got to share my screen. Yeah, that was one of them running down the landing. Yeah. There's someone like a child standing there, a ghost, and then there's the ghost running down the stairs. And then that giggle was the police officers actually heard it. The ones with the cadaver dogs, and that was in the closet. So sad.
One is the 2 women in the house, they heard it. So they heard the giggle and they could not find out where it came from. They thought maybe it was a toy or something like that. Another thing people noticed was that about 16 minutes into the video, you hear a voice say, "I'm with Cece." And Celeste was Nickman in that room with the dogs at the time.
Did you hear that? I'm with CC. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you, Frida. I really do. I'm wondering if maybe it was a grandfather or something for one of the children, and they're like, "I'm with CC." It's heartbreaking. Yeah. I guess not a lot of people know about this, but I watched it several times. Not her. I find she talks too much. I want to just get to the point. I'm not trying to be rude, but I just wanted to get to the point that I've seen the videos and everything else, but I guess because it was so long ago, they're kind of just they're there but not. I don't know.
People commented that it's
sounds like they're saying, "I'm so sad." And see, that I believe, because ghosts whisper. That's the only time I ever understand. That's what they do. They whisper always. Every time I do anything. Yeah, like I'm just sad. Like, they always whisper. I've never heard a voice. It's always a whisper every single time on a recording or video, anything that I have. Yeah, it's always a whisper. It could be so sad, or I'm just sad. Yeah.
Says let's talk sad. The two that stood out to me was the child's laugh and the child running down the stairs. And I was like kind of debating whether to do this video just because the family's probably still grieving for their loss and such, and the last thing they probably want to see or hear is about the spirits being in their house. However, there have been a lot of videos on it and a lot of people have noticed it, but it's such a high media case that it's just already out there. So that's why I did this video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Check out those two videos and see for yourself what you can find.
That was sad. Oh my God. All right. I think I've had enough computer for tonight. I'm actually getting a headache. Oh, I need to go watch something happy. Mrs. Brown's Boys. Yeah, that's usually my go-to. I'm going to go watch that just to kind of shake this off because I don't know. I had a headache. I've had one all day, but it's even worse now. I'm wondering if it's because of the brightness of the screen. It is sad. It really is. If you guys can find the video clips of just the police officers, like if you want to research it, well, they're on YouTube somewhere. It just took me a while. I'm sure I have them saved. It just will take me a lot to get to them, I think, because I have so many saved videos. Yeah, that one was really sad. 3 kids and 1 wife. Fucking son of a bitch. All right. I hope you guys have a good night. I hope I didn't make it too depressing. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I usually weekends. I don't know what time. Probably 7. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to make a thumbnail or anything. I need to get my eyes off this screen. My eyes are hurting in my head. Okay. You guys have a good night, and I will be back sometime tomorrow. This time we'll do some like creepy ghost stories or something. I don't want to do sad. I don't like that feeling it gives me. All right. You guys have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.